Okay? Inquiry is for all students. The beauty of an inquiry-based lesson is it creates a wide entry point for all learners. Students can enter the learning experience with their personal vocabulary and background knowledge. Lahat po ng bata ay may mga background knowledge yan. May mga prior knowledge po yan. Ngayon, if they don't have the prior knowledge, ano ang role natin as a teacher? Yun po ang lagi nating tanungin sa sarili natin. Dito po sa Designing Inquiry-Based Online Learning, I tried my very best po kung paano nyo po i-implement itong inquiry or phases of inquiry or the inquiry cycle sa inyo po during online classes po. So I hope mabigyan ko ng justice ito, at kung may mga tanong po kayo later on, babasahin po natin yan at bigyan po natin ng time. Okay po? Let's start. Ito lang po according to Devin Schoening, okay, isa rin po siyang inquiry guru. Okay, online learning is not a replication of learning that occurs in the classroom. Okay, but the components can be the same. So what does it mean? So that's true. The online learning is not the replication. Hindi po siya copy-paste ng ating nang nangyayari po sa classroom natin face-to-face. Okay? But, yung components po ay pareho. Agree po ba kayo? Type naman po kayo dyan kung agree kayo. Agree po ba ang lahat? Online learning is not a replication of learning that occurs in the classroom, but the components can be the same.
Agree po.
Yan, thank you po. So agree. Yan, yes po, the approach, method, strategies can be different. But yeah, ayan nga po, tulad nga po na sinabi natin, ang components niyan ay pareho lang. So, let's move on. So here, for this designing an online learning, I will be using Kath Murdoch Inquiry Cycle. Who is Kath Murdoch? Kath Murdoch is an inquiry guru based in Australia, and she is the author of the Classroom Connections. Napakagaling po nitong taong ito. Napakagaling po niya in terms of inquiry. Yan. Yan. So, we have 6 phases of inquiry. So, we have the inquiry cycle. So we have the tuning in, finding out, sorting out, going further, making conclusions, and taking actions. And if you can see po at the in the center of this is reflection, reflecting on personal understanding. So reflection, tulad na sinabi ko po kanina, reflection is always the heart of the inquiry cycle or the inquiry process. Okay, so let's start. First is tuning in, okay? Tuning in, intriguing the child's curiosity towards the topic, sparking an interest to get their imaginations running and working. So this stage, okay po, this stage, find out what kids know while figuring out if there are potential gaps that needs to be addressed. Teachers create curiosity through the use of provocations, questions, videos, text, and images. And this is not a place for teacher explanation. Ito po yung first step or first stage dun sa inquiry cycle po ni Kath Murdoch. So tuning in to students' thinking. Lagi po tayo, kapag po mag-start yung ating lesson, before, kasi kami, ang start namin, review of the past lesson, yun yung aking natatandaan before. Pero, ngayon po, ang tawag na lang natin dito is the prior knowledge assessment, provocations. Ano ba yung provocation na ibinibigay natin sa mga bata para mag-spark yung interest nila? para mag-run yung imagination nila at mag-work. So, marami pong mga bagay na ginagawa or ginagamit para po sa tuning in. Okay? Yan, motivation po. Ayan po. Ano po ba yung motivation na binibigay natin sa mga bata? Okay, so tuning in po, get students excited or interested and create a connection for students to the content, concept, or ideas. So tama po yung sinabi ni Ma'am Sally. Our kids needs motivation. At kung paano po natin ibibigay yan, dyan po papasok yung tuning in. Yan po, provocation. Great provocation po ang mag-spark ng curiosity ng mga bata. So what are the purposes po of tuning in? To find out what students already know, think and feel about a topic, to provide students with a focus for the forthcoming experiences, to provide students with opportunities to become engaged in the topic, to ascertain the students' questions about the interest in the topic, to allow students to share their personal experience of the topic, and to help plan further experiences and activities. So dito po sa tuning in, dito po natin na ano yung dito po natin yung mga dito po natin binibigay po yung ginagawa yung mga prior knowledge assessment. So, usually po ginagamit natin dito is KWL chart. Yan po yung ginagamit natin for prior knowledge, di ba po? Yan. May ginagamit din po tayo na yung tulad po ng binigay ko kanina, pinakita ko sa inyo na activities or ginawa nating activities, you can also use that for the tuning in activities natin. So, now, what might this look like in an online class? Okay, so paano ba? Paano ba ito sa online class? So, I have an example here, mystery box. So, are you familiar with this, mystery box? Di ba si Lazada may pa-mystery
si Dora din.
May pa-mystery box. Yan. So, ito po si mystery box. Ang gagawin lang po natin sa online, through online po ito ha. I will provide a box here. Magpo-provide ako ng box at maglalagay po ako ng mga bagay sa loob na related po doon sa topic namin. Okay? And then, the child or the kids, the children, have the opportunity to ask questions. For example, you are holding a pencil na naandun sa mystery box. The kids, yun nga, yung mga bata, kailangan they ask questions. Kailangan nilang hulaan kung ano yon. And then after nila mahulaan, then the other student will ask questions tapos hanggang sa mahulaan ulit. At after nitong mystery box na ito, then you will ask them what is the connection of these things sa lesson natin. Yan. So nag-spark na yung imagination and curiosity ng mga bata. Yan. Next. Something from home or what we call the artifacts. So kahit na may online kayo, online lessons, so you can ask the students to show things that is related to your topic during your synchronous lesson and ask them to explain how it is connected to your lesson. So this activity is intended to help students make connections between the ideas they are exploring at school with their real life beyond school. For example, you are talking about the matters of yung 3. Solid, liquid, and gas. So yun, pwede kayong magpalaro or pwede nga ito nga habang may lesson kayo, okay, bring me an object that is solid or liquid or gas. Paano man mabibring yung gas, di ba? Pero at least dun mo makikita, dun mo maano yung sa tuning in na ito, sa tuning in activities na binibigay mo, mamomotivate mo yung mga bata na mag-participate at hindi siya maging boring pagdating sa klase. Yan. Yan po siya. Next po. Okay. Google Classroom. I think you're all familiar po sa Google Classroom. Am I right? Familiar po ba kayo?
Yes po.
Yan, familiar kayo sa Google Classroom. you can actually create a question in Google Classroom and provide a space for students to share their prior knowledge and to ask questions. So sa Google Classroom, pwede nyo po yan gawin. Maybe I can say that you can use this for higher level, hindi sa lower level. Yan po. Kasi sa amin dito, grade 5 yung gumagamit ng Google Classroom. And then the next one is Seesaw. If you're not familiar about sa Seesaw, it's a free application po yan. Free lang po siya. You can download it using, if you're using iOS, then sa Apple Store, or saan naman po sa Play Store. So Seesaw is a digital app-based platform that allows students, teachers, and parents or guardians to complete and share classroom work. So sa Seesaw po, using this app, students can show what they know using various media from photos and videos to drawings, text, links, and PDFs. This is all on the Seesaw platform, meaning it can be seen and appraised by teachers and even shared with parents and guardians. Actually, this is one of the learning management system. Ginagamit to ng mga, lalo na po nung nag-pandemic, Seesaw is gamit na gamit. Bakit po? Kasi it's a digital portfolio. So you can, para din lang po siyang Facebook wherein you can post. Pero ang pinaganda po nito, nakakapag-post po kayo, you can edit, you can also share the videos, nakakapag-comment si teacher, nakakapag-comment si peer or your klase mo, may peer assessment, and at the same time, pati yung parents mo, they can also comment. So yun, three-way yan. Hindi lang ikaw, yung bata at yung parents, hindi lang ikaw ang nakakapag-comment or nag-assess, but also yung peers nila and also their parents or guardians. Yan po. Tingin ko, karamihan sa inyo hindi nyo pa nagagamit ang Seesaw po. Okay, next. Here, show a video and share a provocation from sites like The Kids Should See This. Yan. Ito pong The Kids Should See This, there are lots of smart videos po for curious minds of all ages. So for example, meron kayong lesson about matter nga, so you can find there, search nyo lang po, ayan, tapos ipawatch natin sa mga bata and you can ask questions about the video clip that they watch, ayan po. Or you can also use Wonderopolis. Yan, ito po yung mga yung mga links po. Ayan. Next. Now, if this were a lesson today, this might be examples of the tuning in phase. Kung gagawin natin siya ngayon dito sa ating webinar. So I will show something from home that can describe you as a teacher. Okay, you can bring or I can ask you to bring something from your home that can describe you as teacher. Or you can show a photo of a classroom that looks inviting and use the visible thinking routines like the See, Think, Wonder. And maybe I can also give and use provocative questions or statements. Yan. Next na po natin is finding out. So ano naman po itong finding out? This is where we give opportunity for the students to interact with content. This might look like research or investigation or collaboration. Either provide resources for students or have them research on their own. So ano po ba ang finding out? So kanina po, sinabi po natin sa tuning in, we are just sparking the curiosity or the imagination of our kids. Dito naman po sa finding out, this is the opportunity na po na maghanap na sila ngayon or find out the answers po doon sa mga questions nila. Doon sa tuning in. Kasi sa tuning in po, di ba, we are going to ask, ayan, may mga wonderings na. Kung gagamitin po natin yung See, Think, Wonder, we can also use that one, o yung mga wonderings doon. This is the right time na to find the answers of their questions po. Ayan. So in finding out, okay, students engage with resources and also complete a task associated with the learning they are doing. So, ayan na po. So, si teacher, kailangan na pong mag-provide dito ng mga resources na makakatulong po sa mga bata para makuha nila or masagutan nila kung ano po yung dapat nilang sagutan. Or kailangan po nilang yung mga investigations po nila or research, ayan. Kailangan po nila ng mga resources to find or to gather data po. Yan. So, ito, estudyante ko po yan from Germany. Yan. Next po, what are the purposes for finding out? This is to further stimulate students' curiosity, provide new information, which may answer some of the students' earlier questions, raise other questions for students to explore in the future, to challenge students' prior knowledge. Ayan, tama po yan. Kasi di ba po, sa tuning in, may mga prior knowledge po sila. So kung may mga misconception, this is the right time po na ma-challenge yung prior knowledge nila at makorek nila yung mga misconceptions po na alam nila. Yan. Yan. And this will also provide a shared experience for all students to process and reflect upon and to develop the research and information skills. So what might this look like in an online class? So we can invite a guest speaker. Yan, kahit po online lang, yan, presentation of the lesson, ayan po sabi ni Ma'am Sally. So you can invite a guest speaker po who can talk about give some insights or his or her experience po doon sa topic na dinidiscuss ninyo. Ayan. And we can also have synchronous experiments. Actually, this one, napakadali po. For example, you are talking about colors. Yan po yung unit namin. So kahit po sa online, pwede po yan, sabihin lang po natin what are the resources that they need. And gagawin po natin yan sabay-sabay. So yan po. They can discover, but at the same time, experience po yung itong experiment na to kahit online lang. Okay? So, okay, what are the tools po na we can use? Google or Kidrex. So students can use search engines like Google or Kidrex. Yung familiar po ba kayo sa Kidrex? Kasi ang Google, sabi natin kasi ang Google naman kasi pag sinearch mo sa Google, lahat ang daming lalabas. Pag minsan may censored pa tayong nakikita, di ba? So actually, kidrex.org is search engine for kids po. Yan, ang Kidrex.org. First time to hear po. Ayan, kidrex.org. I can type po dito, kidrex.org. Yan po. Yan po yung search engine para sa mga bata. Students can use search engines like Google or Kidrex to do their own research. Typically, this is done by older students or younger students who have had practice doing research. Siyempre po, sa finding out, nandyan mag-start na tayo ngayon mag-research. Diba? That's why it's finding out. Yeah, we need to find out. Doon po yung sini-search natin. So we need search engines tulad po ng Google and Kidrex. And then, okay, we have Twin Tribune. Twin Tribune is a fantastic tool for students to engage in reading texts about topics at an appropriate lexile level. Ayan. So meron po, kung kayo po ay English teachers or kung ano man po science pero kailangan nyo ng mga literature or mga reading texts, pwede nyo po kayong pumunta sa Twin Tribune. Ayan po. Next, of course, YouTube is not only a great place to research, but also place for teachers to share content in playlists. For example, itong pandemic talagang naging ano na tong YouTube. Great place po talaga ito, especially sa mga sa mga teachers na nahihirapang ipaliwanag sa mga bata yung lesson nila. So through the use of YouTube, yan, pwede na po silang mas madali na pong maintindihan ng mga bata yung gusto nating ituro. Ayan. Ito po, tulad po ng ginawa ko, ayan, meron po akong YouTube channel. So, I put there some common idioms, English phrases for everyday use. So, pwede po kayo mag-create ng playlist. For example, for this week, maghanap kayo ng mga videos sa YouTube, ng mga videos po related sa inyong unit or sa inyong topic. Put it in one playlist and they can just watch it from there. Yan po ang power of YouTube po. Okay? So now, if this were a lesson today, these might be examples of the finding out phase. Provide you with a Google Doc that has link to Explore. I can show you a video of a class practicing an inquiry-based approach. and I can use provocative questions or statements, allowing you to do your own research using search engine. Ayan po. Kung ito po ay lesson natin. Okay, next na po tayo. Ayan, medyo mabilis na tayo ha kasi alam ko naman na pagod na rin ang mga tao. So, next po is sorting out. What is sorting out? Okay, so sorting out, this is where students organize, analyze, interpret, and communicate their learning and also focus on how their thinking has improved from the first step leading up to the last step. So kung nag-find out na po tayo, okay? Kung nag-find out na po tayo ng yung mga nag-gather na natin yung mga data, ano po ang sunod natin gagawin? We need to sort it out. Okay? From the word sorting. Okay? So take what they have learned and apply or transfer it using multiple modalities. So kapag nag-sort, for example, nakapag-research na kayo about sa certain topic, now this is the time na i-sort it out na lahat ng mga evidences. Okay? Lahat ng mga na-research nyo, ilagay nyo na sa isang place. So ayan, for example, ito sa picture na ito, ginamitan niya rin ng math. So may graph siya to document or to gather the data that the child research. Yan po. Okay. So, what is the purpose of sorting out? Okay, the purpose of sorting out is to provide students with various means of processing and representing information and ideas arising from the finding out stage. Okay, to allow for a diverse range of outcomes, to encourage students to begin to apply and transfer some of the information they have gained to a range of tasks or contexts, to develop skills in the arts, mathematics, language, and technology, to assist students to explore some of the feelings, values, and attitude associated with the topic, to create concrete records of experience and information gathered through the arts, mathematics, language, and technology, and to encourage students to review what they know as a group. So ito po yan yung, okay, sabi ko nga sa inyo, kailangan nang isort out lahat ng mga details or ng mga evidences that you gathered. So ang purpose po niyan also is to review kung ano na yung nakita. For example, if you're working as a group, makita din natin or ma-review natin kung ano na yung alam ng mga kaklase natin or kung ano na yung alam natin. Okay? So what might this look like in an online class? Okay? So first, you can do a video production. Okay po? A video production. So paano ba yan, a video production na yan? So ikaw or yung bata, pwede mong sabihan na okay, gumawa ka mag-edit ka ng video. For example, you're doing an experiment, you were doing an experiment, you interview people, and yung mga evidences na nag-gather mo, put it in one video. So, yan po. And they can post it kung ano nila. Ay, paano naman yan, sir? Wala naman kaming wala naman ang bata na laptop. So, pero may cellphone. Ang cellphone po na gamit ay smartphone. Kapag po smartphone yung gamit nyo, marami po tayong mga applications na pwede nilang gamitin to edit videos. Yan. Kasi alam naman natin na yung ginagamit nila for taking pictures and taking videos ay phone din po. So, bakit hindi natin turuan din sila na gamitin yung phone nila to edit videos? Yan. Yung mga YouTubers po, they are using phones para po ma-edit yung videos nila. Yan. So, talk show. Ayan po is another example. Okay? Paano po ba itong talk show sa online? Ayan. Modeled on the television-style talk show, this activity allows students to express their understanding about the topic in a fun way. Yan, di ba? So, for example, may interview, ikaw ay si Ellen, tapos yung estudyante mo yung i-interviewin mo. So, syempre, yung mga na-research niya, yun yung tatanungin mo. So, ganun ang gawin nyo. It's a strategy. Yan, it's a strategy po para sa inyong online class. Have a talk show. Yan. Sigurado ako marami mag-e-enjoy ng mga bata. Okay, so, Now, here also in sorting out, of course, nandito na yung time na you need to gather your kids, you need to talk to them, share their thoughts, kung ano na yung nakuha nilang mga evidences or na-research nila. So, using the conference meeting. So, meron kayong, pwede natin gamitin ng Zoom, ang Skype, or the Google Meet. So, these are the tools you can use to have a whole class meeting. So, and also, pwede nyong i-record yung meeting ninyo. Yan. Yan po. Okay, so if this were a lesson today, these might be examples of the sorting out phase. So I can use this webinar to explain further. I can ask you to create a TikTok video of your understanding about the topic. Create a visual representation of your understanding of the topic. So, ayan, no, di ba mga estudyante naman natin, may hilig na kahit yung maliliit pang bata, ang hilig na nila sa TikTok. So, kahit mga teachers, sino dito nagti-TikTok? Pasagot nga po sa chat. Parang ayaw umamin ng mga teachers. Sinong mahilig mag-TikTok dito? Ay, walang sumasagot.
Walang
Minsan.
sir, walang nagti-TikTok.
Walang
Mababait
nag-TikTok.
sila.
Ayan o, di po ako service ko lang. Ayan, may account lang and private. O, di ba may nagti-TikTok din si Sir Alvin po. Di po nagti-TikTok, sir. Di ko
Si
po.
Noemi nagti-TikTok yan.
Sometimes po. Ayan. Ayan.
Uy, grabe sila.
Si Sir Alfie talaga yung nag-react. Ayan. Anyway, actually, hindi naman masama yung pag-TikTok na yan. Tulad nga ng sinabi natin, if it is too much, then it's not good. Diba? But if you're using TikTok as your platform, diba? As your platform to teach your kids, why not? Diba? Ang dami naman kasing pwede nating gawin. Kaya sabi ko sa inyo, mga teachers, kailangan natin maging creative. So kung ano yung mga in-demand ngayon, kung ano yung kinahihiligan at mga kinahihiligan ng mga bata ngayon, gamitin natin sila. Okay? Gamitin natin sila para sa teaching and learning din ng mga bata. Yan. So, yan, I can ask you to create a TikTok video of your understanding about this topic. So sasabihin nyo lang, how many minutes lang naman yung TikTok, di ba? Short videos lang yan. Okay, and that is enough to show your understanding about this topic. Pinapagamit po sa PE, mas engage pa po mga pupils. That's right. Natuwa lang ako, sir, panoorin ng mga nagti-TikTok. Ayan, nakakatuwa nga lang sila panoorin. Ayan. Okay. So kasi yung iba ginagawa lang nitong pero why not gamitin natin? Merong mga nagti-TikTok po na ginagamit nila yon as platform talaga para maturuan yung mga bata. Yan po. Okay. So next, meron sa TikTok na nagamit ko, essay typer. Oh, di ba?